these are ingredients that we're gonna season our dressing with. We're gonna go with these seasons throughout the dressing making process. We're gonna put this in our cornbread. We're gonna put this in our chicken. We're gonna put this in everything we need to construct our dressing. So we got poultry seasoning. We're gonna go light on that. We got black pepper. We're gonna go light on the sage. Got accent salt. We're gonna go light on that. And we got garlic powder, onion powder, and some chicken bouillon. So we're gonna do that, and that's what we're gonna make our chicken broth with to cook the dressing with in our gravy. Okay guys, I've cleaned my chicken backs, gizzards, turkey, and chicken necks. So we're getting ready to do that right now. We're gonna boil this meat until the meat is done. Probably about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay guys, so now we're gonna add in our seasoning. We're gonna go light on that salt, light on the accent, light on the poultry seasoning. Sage, a teaspoon. Of each. Onion powder, garlic powder. We're gonna add a little bit of paprika, just for the color. Okay guys, so look, what I've done to expedite my seasoning process throughout is I've combined equal parts of all of the seasoning into my bowl. So what I've done is added 3 tablespoons of garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and chicken bouillon to the mix. And then I've added a tablespoon of accent paprika, 1 teaspoon of sage, and 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning to make that mix. But it just depends on whatever size pan of dressing you make. You might be able to, you'll have to adjust those based on the size. And then taste, and then continue to season until you got that taste that you're looking for. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do right now is butter our pan. Getting ready to make a cornbread for the dressing. That all squared away. Getting nice crispy edges on that. In case you're worried guys, these are new gloves. I'm changing them. So I got my pan buttered up. Do now, I'm gonna add our Martha White cotton picking cornbread. Don't go get a lot of expensive stuff. All you need is some cheap dollar store cornbread mix and water. That's all we need to do with this. We just add our water. It's really simple. Like the consistency, so I'm gonna add a little bit more cornbread mix so I can thicken up that batter. Remember the bowl that we had with our seasonings? I'm gonna add some of that seasoning to the cornbread mix. We're gonna have everything uniform and tasting the same. Okay guys, what we've done right here, we've added our holy trinity to a frying pan with about 2 tablespoons of butter. And what we have in there is bell peppers, our celery, and our onion. Then we're gonna saute those until they're soft. Then we're gonna add them to the cornbread mixture. And a little pro tip about your vegetables, you wanna make sure that all of your vegetables are cut to about the same size as the cubes or julienne or however you're gonna cut them up, so that they cook evenly. And guys, as you see, we got our meat coming to a boil. Making some beautiful, beautiful broth. Okay guys, now you know they're coming to us. See, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of our we'll call this our all-purpose Thanksgiving seasoning. We'll hit it with that. Mix it in. Like I said, we're gonna have flavor, consistent flavor throughout. We're gonna have that in our veggies. We're gonna have it in our chicken stock. We're gonna have it in our cornbread. So our dressing is gonna be flavorful all the way through. I mean, just hit it with a little bit of your seasoning. You don't need a lot because it's gonna be in every layer of this meal. We're gonna put this into our 450-degree oven. Let it bake for about 18 minutes. This don't have to be great because we're gonna crumble this up and put it into our stuffing mix. So this is cool to have right there. Now we're gonna put this in the oven uncovered for about 18 minutes. Okay guys, the cornbread is out of the oven. What we're gonna do right now, I started already, but we'll just crumble it up. We're gonna let it cool down some, but just crumble it up. That's all we're gonna be doing. And we're gonna add in our packages of herb seasoning croutons to mix in with this cornbread. This is gonna be the best dressing you ever had, I promise you. Okay guys, what I've done is scooped out our backs, necks, gizzards, and this is our broth. So this is what we're gonna pour over our cornbread and crouton mixture to start making our dressing moist. Okay, so now we'll let that meat cool down, and then we'll start picking the meat from the bones. Okay guys, okay, we're back. We've picked the meat. We let it cool down, and then we're able to pick it from the bones. Over here, we have our broth, that delicious broth. We have some herb seasoned croutons, like for stuffing. Did I show you the chicken already? Got the chicken pulled from the bones. We had all that chicken, but now that's all the meat we got from the bones. And we've crumbled up the cornbread mix. So what we'll do is add that to the bowl. Add that. We'll add in our croutons. And then we'll add in our broth a little bit at a time. We also have a can of cream of celery and cream of chicken we're gonna add in there. Mix that all up and we get a nice consistency. Okay fam, look, we back guys. We back. We just about used up all of that broth that we had. And this still right here is it's too thick. It's too thick, so I'll probably have to make a little more broth. You don't want it, gotta have the right consistency. You don't want it dry because it wasn't moist enough, and you don't want it too runny. You gotta find that right consistency, that right balance with it. And also save some of that reserved juice for when you're baking it. If you do see it's turning dry, you can go ahead and pour that juice over the top of it a little at a time and keep it moist. With you guys, off screen, I went ahead and added 4 tablespoons of softened butter to that mix and just stirred it in. What that's gonna do is help that topping turn brown. It's still too thick, You don't want it that thick. You still want it a looser consistency. Okay guys, I added about a 1/2 cup more of our broth, and now that's the consistency that I'm looking for. Not too runny, not too stiff. So just keep mixing it up, get all of those ingredients incorporated. It's gonna be ready for the pan.